Today we're talking about something that makes many parents uncomfortable before we even start. How to talk about sex without shame. You see, that word, sex alone, can make a room quiet. Some people start adjusting their chair. Some start checking their phone. Some are already thinking, can we not talk about this? But here is the truth. If we don't talk about sex, sex will still talk to our children. Through friends. Through music. Through social media. Through pornography. Through rumors. So the question is not whether the conversation will happen. The question is who will lead it. Let me start with something simple. Shame is learned. Children are not born ashamed of their bodies. They are not born embarrassed about asking where babies come from. They are curious, open, free. It is our reactions that teach them shame. A child says, "Mommy, what is that?" pointing at a private part. And we shout, "Stop that. Don't say that." In that moment, the child learns that body talk is bad talk. So the first step to talking about sex without shame is to check yourself. What were you taught about sex? Were you told it is dirty? Forbidden? Only for bad girls? Never discussed? Many of us are carrying silent messages from our childhood. And without knowing it, we pass them down. If you grew up in a home where sex was never mentioned, you may feel awkward starting the conversation. That is normal. But awkward is better than absent. Now let's make this practical. Talking about sex without shame does not mean sitting your 5-year-old down and giving a 2-hour lecture. It means using everyday moments. When your toddler is bathing, that is a moment. You can say, "These are your private parts. They are special. Nobody should touch them except to help you clean." Calm voice. No whispering. No panic. When your 8-year-old asks, "How do babies get into the stomach?" instead of saying, "I will tell you when you grow up," try saying, "That's a good question." Babies grow when a sperm from a man joins an egg from a woman. Simple. Age appropriate. Honest. You don't need to give all the details at once. Give answers in small, digestible pieces. Now let's talk about teenagers. This is where many parents become police officers instead of guides. You see your teenager talking to someone and your heart starts racing. Instead of asking questions, you start giving warnings. Don't bring shame to this house. Don't get pregnant. Don't disappoint me. Notice something. That language is full of fear and shame. Instead, try this. "I know you're growing. You may start having feelings. Let's talk about how to handle them wisely." That one sentence opens a door instead of closing it. Another practical tip. Watch your tone more than your words. You can say the right thing with the wrong tone and still create shame. If your child confesses they kissed someone and your face changes like you swallowed pepper, they will never tell you anything again. Take a breath. Stay calm. Say, "Thank you for being honest. How did you feel about it?" Curiosity builds connection. Judgment builds secrecy. Let's also normalize body changes. Puberty is already confusing. Imagine starting your period and thinking you are dying because nobody prepared you. Or having a wet dream and believing you committed a sin. We prevent shame by preparing children before changes happen. Tell your daughter about periods before she sees blood. Tell your son about erections and wet dreams before they happen. Preparation reduces panic. Information reduces shame. Now let me say something important. Talking about sex without shame does not mean removing values. You can teach abstinence. You can teach waiting. You can teach boundaries. But teach them with explanation, not fear. Instead of "sex is bad," say "sex is powerful." It creates life. It connects people deeply. That is why it must be handled with maturity. See the difference? One creates fear. The other creates respect. And please, remove the idea that asking questions means your child is wayward. Questions mean they trust you. If your teenager asks about condoms, it does not automatically mean they are sexually active. It may mean they heard something and want clarity. If you shut them down, they will go to Google. And Google does not know your family values. Now let's talk about laughter. It is okay to laugh gently. It makes the conversation human. Sometimes I tell parents, if you feel embarrassed, admit it. Say, "This topic was hard for me growing up, but I want us to do better." Vulnerability builds bridge. And here is something very important. Start early so it doesn't become one big dramatic talk. When conversations happen in small pieces over years, it feels normal. Not scary. Not heavy. Sex education is not one conversation. It is many small conversations. Another key point. Separate behavior from identity. If your child makes a mistake, correct the behavior without attacking the child. Instead of, "You are irresponsible," say, "That choice was not safe." Let's talk about better choices. Shame attacks identity. Guidance corrects behavior. And parents, please remember this. If you create a safe space at home, your child is more likely to delay risky behavior. Research and experience both show this. Children who can talk openly with parents often make wiser decisions. Silence does not protect innocence. Silence protects ignorance. Finally, let me leave you with this thought. If your child cannot say the word sex in your presence without fear, they will never say "I need help" when it matters most. Let your home be the place where hard topics are welcome, where questions are not punished, where bodies are respected, where values are explained, where mistakes become lessons, not labels. Talking about sex without shame is not about being modern or liberal. It is about being present, honest, safe. Your child does not need a perfect parent. They need an available one. Start small. Stay calm. Stay open. And remember, when you remove shame, you make room for wisdom.